Hello friends, myself Prem S. Mishra. Today we are going to discuss about radiopharmaceuticals. Some those inorganic compounds have radioactive property that will be considered as radiopharmaceuticals. So here we will discuss about the radiopharmaceuticals. Firstly we will see prerequisite. The compounds are the substance which emit radiation and which are used as a medicine are called radiopharmaceuticals. So friends, first in this we will see the definition, uses, types, all these things we will discuss here. Now we will see definition, how we will define radiopharmaceuticals. These are the compounds, those compounds or substances which emit radiation and which are used in the medicine are called radiopharmaceuticals. The term radioisotopes, radioactive isotopes, radionuclide are and isotopes which are used and which emit some ionizing radiation in form of alpha radiation, in form of beta and in form of gamma X-rays. So these are used in medicine for the following two purposes: for diagnostic purpose and for therapeutic purpose. So here we can see these for radiopharmaceuticals can be used as a source of radiation for radiotherapy. In case of cancer, suppose any person is suffering from cancer, so we can use this therapy, radiotherapy. For diagnostic purpose also these radiopharmaceuticals can be used, and it can be considered as a radioactive tracer. This radioactive tracer can be used for diagnostic purpose only. So these two categories are widely used. Here we will see the radioactivity was first discovered by French physicist Henri Becquerel in 1895 in uranium salt. Now he has discovered nowadays about 40 radioactive elements are known which are arranged into families such as uranium series, thorium series and actinium series. They can be considered as radiopharmaceuticals. So here friends, uh, we can discuss the structure of atom, then we can know how they will release alpha, beta and gamma X-rays. Here proton means these are positively charged heavy particles that are found in the nucleus of an atom. Each proton possesses a unit positive charge. Electrons, these are negatively charged light particles orbiting around the nucleus and revolving around the nucleus, and each electron possesses a unit negative charge of a proton. Neutron also we can say these are heavy particles found in the nucleus and they have no any charge. The mass of neutron is almost equal to the proton, mass of proton. So these are the basic structure of atom. After that we will see atomic number. The atomic number of an element is equal to number of proton, means the total number of proton is equivalent to atomic number. We can say it is a number of proton here, and it is present in the nucleus of its atom. Mass number, it is a number of proton and a number of neutron in the nucleus. That is called mass number. Mass number and atomic number. Atomic number means you can say it is a atomic number of the element is equal to number of proton that will present in the nucleus, and mass number of proton and neutron both are present in the nucleus, that will consider as a mass number. So here we can say mass number equal to number of proton plus number of neutron. And here both the atomic number and mass number of atom can be represented as this 2He4. 2 means number of proton, 4 means it is a mass number that contains number of proton plus number of neutron, that is called 4. In case of carbon also, 6 is atomic number, means a number of proton is 6 and its mass number is 12 because it contains number of proton and number of neutron. 6 plus 6, that is 12. And similarly in case of this phosphorus also, 15 is a atomic number and 31 is a mass number. And similarly in case of chlorine also, 17 is a mass number, atomic number, and 35 is a mass number. In case of potassium also, 19 is a atomic number and 39 is a mass number that contains both proton and neutron. Now we will see isotopes. It's a very important thing, isotopes and isobars. The atoms of an element which have the same atomic number but which have different mass number are called isotopes. In another words, we can say isotopes are atoms of the same element whose nuclei contains the same number of proton but have different number of neutron. That is called isotopes. Means in previous slide we had seen atomic number and atomic mass number. Atomic number and mass number. Atomic number, number of proton. Mass number means number of proton and number of neutron. In case of isotopes, it can be same number of proton but can contains a different number of neutron. That is called isotopes here. So isotopes are classified into two types: stable isotope and radioactive isotopes. Stable isotopes means these are stable and don't emit radiation such as carbon 12, chlorine 35, hydrogen, protium, that is called protium, hydrogen, deuterium. That is called stable isotope. They didn't release any isotopes. Then radio rays, we cannot consider as radioisotopes. So here some radioactive isotopes, these are unstable and emit radiation. These may be naturally occurring radioactive isotopes like uranium, radium, thorium. So many number of the radioactive elements are present here that will consider as radioactive isotopes. Now we will see here some carbon element like carbon 12. It contains 6 proton and 6 neutron and its nucleus its atomic number is 6 and its mass number is 12, so it is stable. Carbon 12 means C613. It contains 6 proton and 7 neutron in its nucleus. Its atomic number is 6 and its mass number is 13, so it is stable. And in case of carbon C614, it contains 6 carbon, 8 neutron, so its atomic number is 6 and its mass number is 14. It is unstable and it can be radioactive, so it is called radioisotopes. The atomic number of these 3 carbons contains 6, that is same, but their mass number are different. Therefore, these will be termed as isotopes and have their different chemical property, and their chemical property. These chemical properties are identical. Iron elements. Similarly, iron also contains stable isotopes and unstable radioisotopes like 2654 Fe, 26 Fe56, 26 Fe57, 26 Fe58. It is stable. Unstable radioisotope 26 Fe55, 26 Fe59. It is unstable isotopes. Why? Because it contains unstable nuclei. In case of iodine element, iodine 127, iodine 53, 127, it contains 53 proton and 74 neutron in its nucleus. Its atomic number is 53 and its mass number is 127. It is stable. Iodine 131, here we are saying it contains 53 proton and 78 neutron in its nucleus. Atomic number is 53, mass number is 131, so it is unstable and it is a radioactive element. Therefore, it will be termed as isotope. Now we will see the application. What is the application of radioisotopes? It is widely used in a radiation source in therapy. It is also have a radioactive tracer for diagnostic purpose. It is used in research purpose, sterilization purpose. The radiation emitted cause destructive effect on existing cell and disallow the formation of new cell and tissue. Due to this reason, radioisotopes therapy has been applicable to those diseases like a cancer. So here we are saying radioisotopes in therapeutics, gold AU-198. Find the use in the treatment of abdominal and pleural effusion associated with malignant tumor. It is used in the treatment of carcinoma of uterus cancer, urinary bladder cancer can be treated by these radioisotopes. Sodium phosphate 32. It also find use in the therapy for polycythemia and also used in the erythrocyte leukemia. So these are the references which you had followed during the discussion of this topic. So friends, thank you so much. Thanks a lot.